Hey everyone, how are we doing? Very warm welcome to day 3 of the Amazon Cash Mine Challenge. Now, I hope you're having a fantastic week. I've been having a really fun week delivering these challenges for you, and I hope you feel the same. It's just been so awesome interacting with so many of you on quite a personal level inside this group. And it's just been really nice connecting with you, seeing how much potential there is inside the group, hearing about your goals, um, and just really working with you to find these products and seeing you do the homework and everything. It's been so fun. And yeah, I just want to say a quick thanks really for so far how interactive you've been and how well you've done so far with the challenge. Now, today is day 3 of the challenge. And the whole point of today's session is to figure out how to actually launch one of these products. We're going to use something called the COWBOY launch to launch a product. And the idea is I'm going to show you a framework you can use using the COWBOY launch method to make 10K in your first month selling on Amazon. Now, it might sound a little bit crazy, like, it does sound crazy. It is a bit crazy, to be honest, but I'm going to show you some examples of people who've actually done it. And all you have to do is copy them. And if you want to get moving quickly, there is a way for you to do that. And today, that's exactly what we're going to do. So what I want you to do is type in the chat. Let me know where you're listening in from, what the weather's like. We're going to kick off in a couple seconds here. And let's get started. Let's get things moving. So I want to introduce everybody. I want to say hi to everyone. I want to know where you are so we can start getting a little acquainted so I can get to know you better. Obviously, there's lots of familiar faces here already. Hey, Fiona, how you doing? Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Bran. Hey, Sahara. How are you guys? But whether you've been watching day 1, day 2 as well or not, either way, I want to say hi. So let's type in the chat. Let me know where you're listening in from. Let's get things moving. Now, if you just joined us, very warm welcome to the Amazon Cash Mine Challenge Day 3. Today, the aim of today is to teach you how to do a COWBOY launch so you can figure out how to make 10K in your first month selling on Amazon. Wouldn't it be amazing if that was possible, if you could make 10K in your first month? I know that might sound a bit crazy, but I'm going to show you examples of people who've done that. And, what if I'm wrong and you just make 2.5K, right? I mean, would that be so bad? What if I'm wrong and you make more, you make 20K? I mean, it's been done plenty of times. So I'm going to give you the framework to get started fast, because wouldn't it be fun just to get things moving really quick? And with this method, that is exactly what you can do. So Jonathan says AMG Scout is crashing and saying the password doesn't work and stuff. What you could try doing is resetting cache and cookies, Jonathan. That can work sometimes, restarting browser. And also sign up for a new trial as well. That might help you out. Clara says hi from the UK. Hey Clara, how you doing? Mark's watching. Hey Mark, how are you? Ian's watching. Hey Ian, how you guys doing? And we're going to kick off in a few minutes for the day 3 of the Amazon Cash Mine Challenge. Today I'm going to be telling you how to enter the competition if you want to win £600 cash prizes. So now is the time to use what you've learned on day 1 and day 2 and really put it into action and really find as many products as you can, because you're going to be submitting your entries tomorrow afternoon. That will be the deadline, because I need enough time to check everybody's entries by the evening so I can announce them on tomorrow's session on Thursday. So today you'll learn how to do that, and also we're going to cover how to do a COWBOY launch and make 10K in your first month. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be cool? Who else we got? Dilip is on today's session. Hey Dilip, how are you? Great to have you here. Monica says hi. Hey Monica, how are you? Vicky's here. Hey Vicky, how you doing? Great to see you again. It's going to be a lot of fun today's session. I'm going to be covering a new strategy that not many of you will have heard of before. And I think you'll see it's actually quite simple, but it's incredibly powerful. And you'll see examples of people who've used it already to make crazy money. And really, if you want to make cash, like, the best thing to do is don't be too creative with it. Just copy what's working already and just do it yourself, and then put in the work, and then things will work, as long as you take action. So almost ready to start. I'm just waiting for the last few people to jump on. Sometimes there can be a bit of a delay with the emails going out, people getting in the group, Some people will need to be approved into the group, so I'm manually doing that now as well, making sure people's requests to join are approved and things like that while we're waiting. And in a couple of seconds, we're going to get started with day 3 of the Amazon Cash Mine Challenge. If you haven't done so already, type in the chat, let me know where you're listening in from. Tell me what the weather's like where you are, and we can get moving any second now. I just want to say hi to you. I want to get things moving. Now, remember, the more you interact on tonight's session, the more you type in the chat, the better it's going to be for everyone. Why? Well, because I get more excited. I share more free information with you and give you more free coaching and tell you more secrets. And also, you'll be able to ask questions and everything else as well, and I'll be able to answer your questions. So get used to typing in the chat, get used to putting a comment down there. So I want this to be as interactive as possible, and I really just want to help you with what you need help with specifically. So definitely type in the chat if you haven't done so already. Start off with just saying hi. Just let me know where you're listening from if you want to, where the weather's like there. We can get moving. We're going to kick off in a couple minutes. We're just waiting for the last few people to join the session. So who have we got? Monica says, looking forward to COWBOY launch. Fantastic. Yeah, definitely. Me too. Let's have a look. Who else have we got? Monica listening from Scotland says very cold today. Jonathan says weather, lots of rain. Yes, it's raining in London as well. Vicky says, I'm great, thank you. This week is going so fast. Yeah, it definitely is, isn't it? It's flying by. Fiona says hi. Hi, Fiona. Who else have we got? Pamela's here. Hey, Pamela, how are you? Very warm welcome. Who else do we have who I haven't said hi to yet? Amy, woohoo, ready for day 3? Great stuff, Amy. Great to see you again. Kitty says, missed day 1 and 2, but it's torrential rain here in Kent, but we don't care tonight, do we? No, absolutely not, because we're not outside getting drenched, right? We're in here working, learning about these new opportunities, and getting ready to hit our goals, which is awesome. Who else we got? Fiona, rural Essex, raining. Hey, Fiona. Shay, raining cats and dogs in Kent. Hey, Shay, how you doing? Cool. All right, guys. Well, the numbers are starting to pile up. We've got 32 on right now. Probably have a few more on soon as people join. As I said yesterday, if anyone looks a little bit lost and they've just joined the group and they don't know where this is, if you could just tag them in this live, maybe tag them as a comment. If they're like, where is it? I can't find it. Just send them a tag. But that would be really cool just to help them out, because I'll be presenting. So from now on, I won't really be able to manage everybody jumping on the session. I'm actually delivering these lives myself. My team tend not to work at like 8 p.m. at night, so I'm kind of doing this myself really for now. So I'd appreciate your help. If you see anyone who looks a bit lost, tag them and we can help them out. Alrighty, so are you ready to get started? Type yes in the chat if you're ready to dive in and get started with the content of day 3 of the Amazon Cash Mine Challenge. Type yes so I know you're all alive, and then we're going to get moving. I'm really excited about the content today. I think it's really going to really be eye-opening for you, really give you some inspiration, and I just can't wait to share it with you. So type yes in the chat if you're ready to go, and then we're going to dive in and get moving with tonight's session. Janine says yes. Yanni says yes. Kitty says yes. Fantastic. Vicky says yes. Love it. Dilip says yes. Fantastic, Dilip. Awesome. Sanj, hi Ollie. Raining in Wolves. Hey Sanj, how you doing? Great to have you back. Sahara says yes. Pradeep says yes. Great to see you, man. Rami says yes. Hey Rami, how you doing? Sanj says yes. Alrighty, we've got a lot of people ready. So that means we should really dive in, right? Okay, so very warm welcome to day 3 of the Amazon Cash Mine Challenge. Before we begin, grab your AMZ Scout Chrome extension and make sure you've got your workbook. You can get the links for these in the Facebook group. We'll be filling out the workbook today using the AMZ Scout Chrome extension a little bit, but you need it anyway to do your homework. So make sure you've got it and get your workbook ready as well, either digitally with a pen and paper to write things, or print it if you've got it printed. Have it side by side. Let me ask you a question. What was your biggest aha moment in the challenge so far? We've done day 1, we've done day 2. You may have done some stuff today. What's your biggest aha moment? What really excites you about the stuff that we've talked about so far? Type in the chat, let me know. What excites you about the stuff we've talked about so far? What big aha moments have you had, insights you've had? What's inspired you? What's made you feel excited? Is it the possibility, the fact that you can make money? Is it learning how Amazon works? Is it learning how to find products? Is it learning how to use AMZ Scout? Is it seeing case studies from other people who've done it? Is it just being in a group of people who have similar goals to you? Like, what is it? What is it that excites you about the challenge so far? Type in the chat and let me know. I love hearing about what makes you excited, so I can do more of that, which is what always fun for me. Vicky says, finding products making great money with low reviews. Love it, Vicky. That's what we want, right? High demand, low competition. Amazing. Sam says, being directed, making it easier. Fantastic, Sandra. I'm really happy to hear that. Fiona says, learning how to research and Amazon starting to make sense. Amazing. I'm really glad to hear that. So the challenge is working, right? That's the purpose of the challenge, to make product research make sense for you. Toyosi says, yes, the opportunity this presents and the potential it has. Amazing. Jonathan says, I'm more driven to what it was before day one. Tell myself I will make it, believe I will. Amazing. Glad to hear that, Jonathan. I want you to feel driven. Absolutely. Vicky says, once you know how it will become second nature, like driving a car. Yes, exactly. All right, you never forget. It's like riding a bike, right? I'll never forget how to research products. Once you know how to launch them, you can just keep launching them, launching them, launching them until you hit your income goals and beyond. Shay says, how simple the formula is for sourcing products. Yes, absolutely. Yanni says, finding smash hit products. Amazing. Dilip says, using reviews to filter out the demand. Brand says, learning how it all fits together to make good income. Awesome. Fantastic. Alrighty, guys. So, I don't know if you guys saw my story on Monday, but I want to quickly run it through it again. In 2015, I had a big goal. I wanted to move to Sweden and live in a luxury apartment, and I needed £3,000 a month minimum to make this happen. This was the apartment I really wanted to live in. This was my mountain, my big goal, the thing I wanted to achieve. Because previously I was earning £7.35 an hour, right? And, you know, earning 3K a month was insane. The most I'd ever earned in a month was £1,000 1 month. My average month was £600 or so on a 0-hour contract working in a bar. So I came up with a crazy plan to research a smash hit product, and I was using Jungle Scout at the time, so it's back in 2015, and I found a product on Amazon, a bathroom accessory that had stats like this. There was a seller making £8,912 selling the product every month. I launched the product, long story short, in its second month it made £9,000 selling on Amazon. So it covered the amount I needed for my apartment and my lifestyle in Sweden, and I moved to Stockholm and lived there for 6 years. There's some photos of me in the apartment. You've probably seen it anyway in a lot of my videos, and on YouTube you probably have seen my kitchen Q&A series when I'm in the kitchen of the apartment, and there's loads of videos that I shot in there because I actually converted one of the rooms into a studio with my light set up, which you can see there. So this is one of the things Amazon's done for me. Obviously by now I've done several million selling on the platform. I've taught over 10,000 paying students how to build businesses, and you're going to see a lot of their results today. I'm just going to show you some case studies. But before we get to that, I want to give a quick overview of the challenge so far and what's to come and what we're doing today. So on Monday, we did a product research blast, and really the point of that blast was to find high demand products. I wanted to find products that looked like they were going to sell really well, products that were obviously selling, that customers wanted to buy. We got a long list of them. Tuesday, we used money filters to cherry pick the best products that would definitely make 5K a month. We found low competition products to make sure they'd sell for a long time, and make sure they were easy to launch, made 30 sales a day, made lots of profit and all that stuff. Today, we're going to do the Cowboy launch. You're going to learn how to make £10,000 in your first 30 days selling on Amazon using the strategies we've learned so far. And tomorrow, we're going to do a recap session of everything we've done so far. You're going to learn how you can become one of the 40,000 Amazon millionaires, tie everything together, and give you the strategy to hit your income goals. Okay, so day 1 and day 2, we found products. Right, we were doing product research, we found a list of products, and then day 2, we used money filters to just look through that list So that was kind of base camp. If you look at, let's say that the goal that you have that you typed in on Monday's session, when we talked about, what's the reason you want to sell on Amazon, probably the thing you typed in a post on Facebook as well. If that goal is a mountain, researching products is base camp. Today we're going to talk about getting to camp 1, which is a little bit up the mountain, and that is making £10,000 on Amazon in your first 30 days. How are we going to do that? Right now, any stage of climbing a mountain sounds a little bit tricky. This might sound a little bit tricky, but by the end of today, I'm going to break it down into simpler steps, and hopefully it won't seem so crazy, because at the end of the day, people do climb mountains, right? And they come back down and they live to tell the tale. So how do they do it? Alan's done it. He launched a product on Amazon, and in its second month of selling, like 30 days after he sent it in, it was making £9,000 a month in sales. He started with just a very small amount of stock, sent it in, it sold really well, so he bought loads more, kept buying more and more and more. As it kept selling, he started making £9,000 a month in sales. Alan started with my coaching program. I helped him choose this product. I helped him launch it. Now he's replaced his income from his job and a lot more selling products on Amazon. Haley had a very small budget when she started with her Amazon business. She wanted to escape the 9 to 5. She put in 2 hours a day into her business while she was working. She made £7,000 in her first month. And after that, she said, well, I really don't need this job anymore because I'm making more on Amazon than I made in the job. And so she quit her job. Now she has Amazon full time. She actually booked a holiday for a few months later without having to ask her boss, which is the thing that was annoying her, having to ask her boss all the time to get time off. Now she doesn't need to because she works for herself. Lee made £1,700 in 7 days selling on Amazon, and he got started so quick because he used the stuff we're talking about today. And imagine if you made £1,700 in your first week. Like, how would that feel? How would that change your perception of what's possible with selling on Amazon? Paul made almost 3K in his first month selling on Amazon. Again, started knowing absolutely nothing, set up his Amazon account. Within 30 days, he'd already made £2,902 selling on his Amazon account. Barbie achieved £10,000 in a month very, very quickly selling on Amazon. Fast forward a few months, I showed you a screenshot yesterday. She actually hit 30K in a month after this. But I wanted to show you when she first hit 10K because that was a really big milestone for her. Karen hit £13,000 within a few weeks in a 30-day period, and also an extra 2,500 from other European countries. Again, Karen just shown how quickly you can get this stuff moving forwards if you have the right strategies and you take action and you know exactly what to do. Blake launched his product and made 10K in its first 30 days in its first month. Again, he thought the product was rubbish. He thought it was a dead product. But I gave him a couple of tweaks to do when he was on my coaching program, and he made those couple of tweaks, and we got it to 10K per month. So seeing these other people get this result, how does it make you feel? Type in the chat. How does it make you feel seeing all these people start Amazon and within 30 days making crazy amounts of cash? Like, how does it feel? Type in the chat. Let me know. How does it feel? Like, what's going through your mind when you see some of these case studies? I'll be very, very interesting to hear, because I remember when I started trying to look for a business, I was always very skeptical of all the different opportunities out there. I was like, is that real? But with e-commerce, I'd always see so many people actually making real sales, and it just blew my mind. And I was thinking to myself, is it actually real? When I kept seeing these people over and over again make these sales, that's why I decided to give it a go. And you'll see in this group people like Suja, who are actually in the group, who have real Amazon businesses, like they're real life people, and they're making it happen, you know. So I just want to see how it makes you feel. Let's have a look. So Sahara says inspired, amazing. Kitty says that is possible. Shay says driven. Sam says confident. Brand says excited. Jonathan says sound great, it's getting there. Monica says excited and encouraged. Brand says inspired. Rami says freedom. Fiona says feeling hopeful. Catherine says hopeful. Vicky says excited and nervous. Can I really do that? Hell yes. Yeah, I agree. Aisha says excited. Dilip says great. Felicia says motivated. Love it. Exactly. Well, If they've done it, then you just need to copy what they've done. And a lot of people, what they've done is they've used a COWBOY launch to get started. So today I'm going to teach you how to do a COWBOY launch to make £10,000 in your first 30 days on Amazon. Now, to do a COWBOY launch, you need to use 3 magic pieces of the puzzle that add up and equal results, right? If you follow these simple steps, then you can do your COWBOY launch, you can get results and copy what all these people who've made cash in their first month, what they've done. First step is find a smash hit product. Obviously, you're going to need something that's going to sell. So do you guys remember what a smash hit product is from yesterday and the day before sessions? It needs to have high demand, low competition. It needs to look like it's going to sell really, really well, sell for a long time, all that stuff. That's what we need first, smash hit product. Number 2, we need a prize ball listing. Right, you can't just have a great product. The listing has to be good. It has to stand out, and we'll talk a bit about what that means. Step 3, you have to get clicks on that listing. Okay, so there's loads of things people think about when it comes to setting up an Amazon business and everything, but really we just don't want to get overwhelmed by every single step in the whole process. We just want to focus on the stuff that directly links to us making money, right? What are the exact steps we need to make to actually make the money? These are the steps. Everything else is, you shouldn't worry too much about it. Like, this is the stuff that's going to make you cash. My clients get results because I just get them to focus on the stuff that makes them money and forget everything else. So, step 1, find a smash hit product. So Monday and Tuesday, we've talked about this already, how to find smash hit products. Some of you have already found some smash hit products. Your homework is to find smash hit products, but I'm going to give you another overview of how to find smash hit products. And I'm not just going to tell you how to research them. I'm going to tell you how to source them, how to find a supplier to buy the stock, and how to get it within a few days. So as you guys know, to get easy success with e-commerce, you want to go where the money is, right? You don't want to be going to places where you think there might be money, or you think there could be money one day, right? You want to go to where people are already buying the products. So to ensure you never import a dead product or sell a dead product that doesn't make any sales, check out the revenue. Now, there are thousands of smash hit products already selling on Amazon with decent monthly revenue. You guys have seen a lot of these as you've been doing your research over the past couple of days, and you've found loads of them. I gave you a list of 30 products that have really high revenue yesterday for you to look at. How much revenue is decent? Well, as we said, £3,000 is a magic number, right? Usually products have 33% profit margins, so to make £1,000 a month with your product, we want at least 3K a month. Also, we want to make sure at least 3 sellers have 3K a month in sales as well, because if 3 sellers have good revenue, 3K a month or more, you've qualified the product. It means the product isn't a one-hit wonder or a fluke. It means you won't get screwed by analysis errors or something going weird in AMZ Scout, or it just being like a weird glitch. You know, if loads of products have good revenue, then you know that it's legit and there's lots of money in the niche. It means the market welcomes different variations on the product, so they'll buy your variation of the product as well. And it means the product is popular. Lots of people want to buy it. So once you've found a smash hit product with at least 3 sellers making 3K a month, we want to get stock as fast as possible. Now, you can go to China and import a load of units from China, and I recommend you do that one day at some point, because China is cheap. But China, while it might be cheap, can also be a little bit slow. So we want to make some sales first before we wait for our import from China, so we can get moving really, really, really quick. This is where the COWBOY launch comes in. Now, you can get in touch with thousands of local suppliers on Google. If you type in whatever it is you want to buy, wholesale UK on Google, you can find loads of people, loads of suppliers who'll sell you the thing you want to sell in bulk locally. See an example. So this is a lemon squeezer on Amazon right now. It's making £6,000 a month in sales. Imagine if you launched a product and it did half of that. It just made £3,000 a month in sales. How would you feel? Would that be cool? Or would that make you inspired? Would that make you want to launch more products? What if this thing did £6,000 a month in sales and sold for 10 years? Well, that's what a lot of these products do. This product's been selling for years, right? And as you can see, it's selling for £9.69 right now. That's the price point at the moment. Well, you can buy this exact lemon squeezer in the UK for £3.15 each. And the more of these you buy, the cheaper it gets. Okay, you don't have to import it. You don't have to wait for it to be shipped from China. You can go to a wholesaler today and buy a bunch of these to sell on Amazon and get them into Amazon this week. Let me show you another example. This is a pair of spatulas. Okay, spatulas doing £10,912 every month selling on Amazon. They're charging £13.99 for this pack of spatulas. You can source spatulas from the UK from wholesalers for 80p each plus VAT, so that'll be about 95p, 96p or whatever for each spatula. So you can buy them from a wholesaler in the UK. This is one I found on Google, and then you can sell them on Amazon. Sourcing products locally will get you lightning fast sales, right? It will make everything so much quicker, right? Simona did a local test batch. She got her first sale in 17 days. She didn't have an Amazon account. She'd never done this stuff before. And by the way, she actually imported her products from China and got them express shipped from China, which is what I don't recommend you do, get them locally. But she even imported it from China and did a 17-day launch and started making 6 sales a day. Michelle sourced her products locally, sold 30 of them in 5 days. Imagine making 30 sales in your first 5 days as things were ramping up. How exciting would that be? Gary started selling his products that he sourced locally and got 5 sales a day on day 1. So if you get 5 sales in your first day, how many are you going to get in your second day, your 5th day, your second week, by the end of a month? Glenn sourced a load of products locally and made £11,000 profit with just 2 boxes of stock. He sourced it all locally, sent it in, and in a couple of days it was selling like crazy because he was selling smash hit products. He made £11,000 profit. That's profit. Alan, as I showed you before, made £9,000 in his first month of selling the product. Researched the product in month 1, got the stock, sent it in, and then within 30 days of sending it in, it did 9 grand. So do you guys see now how you can get this stuff started really quickly and actually start getting some results fast? Does this stuff make sense? So exciting to see these people do this, right? And it just proves that you can do it too and actually get started. First thing you need, of course, is a smash hit product listing, which is why, a smash hit product, which is why I'm helping you guys find it. I'm just going to see if anybody's waiting to jump in the group, because I don't want people to be desperate to join, unable to watch. There we go. Alrighty. Cool. So now you've got your smash hit product. You know that that's important. So what do you do next? Well, once you've got your stock and you send it into Amazon, next you need to create a prize bull listing. A prize bull listing. So let's say you go to a market, a bull market, okay? And there's loads of bulls there. And you have to decide which one you want to buy. You're obviously going to buy the one that looks the biggest, the strongest, the best. And that's the one you're going to choose, right? Let's say you had 10 to choose from. You're going to choose the best one, right? Now, I don't know if any of you guys are actually planning on buying a bull. I'm certainly not. But when you go on Amazon and look for products to add to your cart and place your order, you've got lots of choices on Amazon. So what you're looking for is the one that's the best, the one that's the biggest, the strongest, that solves your problem the best, that does exactly what you want it to do. That's the product you're going to buy. So when you're selling on Amazon, you have to imagine that your customer is looking for the prize bull listing, the best one they can possibly find out of the search results. Let's take the spatula niche. There's loads of spatulas when you type in spatula on Amazon. Tons of listings appear. However, this one that I've shown you just now is the one making the most money in the niche. They're doing £10,900 every month. Their listing is the prize bull listing. It's the best one. So what have they done to actually make sure their product comes out on top? And when customers are looking for a spatula and they're going through the search results, they definitely pick this one. Well, they've obviously found exactly what customers want. They realize that customers don't just want one spatula, they want 2. They don't just want one with slots, they want one without slots. They don't want a metal one, they want a silicone one. They don't just want the two spatulas, they also want great packaging, right? So they figured all this stuff out, and that's why they have the prize ball listing. Now, not only that, they have fantastic photos. They've got a good title. They've got good bullet points. They've got a good description, which really sells the benefits of the product. And it's really easy to do all this stuff when you have a great quality product. Right? When you have a standout product, it's easy to create a prize ball listing. And therefore, customers see your product in a sea of all the products on page one. They pick yours and you get the money, and this is how you get to 10K a month. So how do you source the standout product? Well, the easiest way to do it is bundle. In fact, this brand here that sells spatulas has built an entire brand out of bundling things. They're called Bundle Pro. And all they do is instead of offering one thing to the customer, they offer the main product with an additional product customers would find valuable. And you can see that it's working because their entire brand is based off this. And they always seem to have best-selling products in all the niches that they offer. Now, by adding in a bonus product, your listing will instantly stand out. It's much more likely to be the prize ball listing. You can charge a lot more money for your product, so you can make a lot more cash with every sale. And you can get a lot more sales every single day. So have a think about this. Have a think about a product you could add to your smash hit product when you launch it on Amazon to make it stand out, to make your product a prize ball. Now, once you have got your prize ball listing selling, once you've got it into Amazon, the third thing you've got to do is you've got to get clicks, right? You've got to get clicks on the listing, because if you've got your listing on Amazon, no one's seeing it, no one's clicking it, then you're never going to make any sales, right? This stuff's pretty obvious, but we need to think about this. So let's go through the 3 magic pieces again and see how this works in sequence. So to make 10K in your first month of a COWBOY launch, once you have a smash hit product, you know customers are buying product just like yours, right? You know that you've got a high demand product, something customers really want, and it's selling really, really well. When you have a prize ball listing, you know customers will choose your product because it's the best if they can see it. All you need to do now is get clicks on your listing, right? You just need people to click on your listing so they can buy your product. Now, the problem is when you first launch your product on Amazon, you're going to send your stock into Amazon's warehouse. They're going to store it for you, right? So this is awesome, right? Because you can use FBA to run the entire business for you, right? Amazon will store the stock in their warehouse. Type me in the chat if you heard of FBA. Type no if you haven't heard of it just yet. Because if you haven't heard of it just yet, I'm so jealous, because I remember the first time I ever heard about FBA and I was so excited because I knew the potential it would have for me to run my business, right? All you have to do is find really, really good products, send it into Amazon's warehouse. Amazon will store it for you. Every single time you make a sale, Amazon will ship the product to the customer and handle all the customer service and all the returns. Right, loads of you have typed in me and you've heard of FBA. Kitty hasn't. Super excited for you, Kitty. Sahara's heard of it. Sansa's heard of it. Amazon, Amy's heard of it. Fiona's heard of it. Eva's heard of it. So this is the cool thing, right? This means once you've sent the stock into Amazon, the hard work is done for you. You just need to send the stock in. Amazon does everything else. Now, the only issue is when you first send your product into the warehouse, it's going to be on like page 200 of the search results, right? And the problem is no one's going to find your product when it's on page 200, right? It's just too difficult for customers to actually find it. So if you want to get your product to page 1 instantly so customers can click on it and so you can get sales, sponsored ads get you clicks on your listing. Now, what you can do, if you can see this, you've probably seen this while you've been looking around Amazon in the past. Do you recognize this? A listing on the search results that says sponsored just above the title, just below the picture, in very small gray writing. That means this seller is actually paying to get their product to show on page 1 right at the top. and you can pay to get your listing on page 1 of the search results. Now, if you have a low competition niche, which is obviously what we want, right? Clicks, you pay for every click with your advert, and each click costs less than £1 in low competition niches, right? So if you have a prize bull listing and you really do have a product that stands out that customers want, you'll get a sale with every 2 or 3 clicks, right? Spending £2 or £3 to make a sale, and if your product costs say £20, then you spend 2 or 3 quid, you make 20 quid every time. So you can start with any budget you want. You can start with £1 a day, £5 a day, £10 a day on advertising, and then you can increase the budget as you make sales. So if you want to make 10K in your first month, send your smash hit product into the FBA warehouse, right? Source it locally. You can just buy, say, 50 units for maybe £200. Sell those 50 units in a few days, get reviews, right? And get confidence that you found a product that customers really want. Obviously, you'll be using advertising to do this. Before you run out of stock, though, restock with more units. Buy more units from your supplier and send them into the warehouse. Now, when you buy more units, you'll get a cheaper cost per unit because you're buying in bulk, right? Your supplier will give you a cheaper product, so it will be cheaper per unit. You'll make even more profit. And then you can get to 500 sales at £20 each of your smash hit product. It won't be hard if there's a lot of demand. You can make 10K in your first month. Does this plan make sense? Well, this is exactly what Tetchy did when he launched his product. As you can see, in his first few months, he made 28,000 in sales. By the end of his first year, he made £120,000 in sales, right? He was making £2,000 a day at one point with one product he was sourcing locally. So the question is, are you up for the challenge? Would you be interested in getting some help to make £10,000 in your first 30 days selling on Amazon? Type me in the chat if you would like me to make you an offer and talk to you about a way I can help you to make 10K in your first 30 days selling on Amazon. Type me in the chat if you would like some help. And if it's okay, if I walk you through some coaching I can offer for you with a special deal to help you make 10K in your first 30 days. Pradeep says me, Vicky says me, Monica says yes, Aisha says yes. Vicky says yes, San says yes, Brand says yes, Amy says yes, Kitty says yes. Awesome. All right, so let me break it down. I'm going to introduce to you Platinum Coaching. I'm going to teach you how to make your first 100K selling on Amazon, and the aim is to make 10K in your first 30 days. Graham used Platinum Coaching, launched a product, made £109,000 with just one product in his first year, just in the UK. In Europe, he made, I think it was an extra £30,000. So if Graham can do this stuff, and he was at one point scared and a little bit nervous and didn't really understand how it worked, and he got some coaching and he launched one product and he made over 100 grand, then imagine if you did it. Imagine if you launched one product or maybe 2 products. Imagine what could happen. Paul joined Platinum Coaching. He got to the point where he was making £50,000 every month selling on Amazon. Now he's the 93rd biggest Amazon seller on the planet. He started out by getting some coaching from me, understanding the steps, getting some help, and next thing he knew, the business started to explode. So if Paul could make 50K a month, couldn't you make 5K a month, 10K a month? Like, imagine if you just did like a tenth of what Paul is doing. And this screenshot, right now he's making way more than this, by the way, but this was back a couple of years ago when he sent me this screenshot. Let me remind you of the magic pieces you need to do for your Cowboy launch to hit 10K in your first month. You need to find a smash hit product. You need to create a prize bull listing, and you need to get clicks, right? This is what you need to do. Well, with Platinum, you don't have to find a smash hit product yourself. I'm going to give you a hand-picked product that has potential to make £100,000 in sales straight away. So on day one, you'll have a product personally researched by me. Rather than creating a prize bull listing yourself, I'll actually create the listing for you. So you don't have to worry about creating the listing. It'll be written for you, so you know it's going to jump off the page. As soon as you send stock in, the product's going to fly off the shelves. Rather than worrying about getting clicks yourself and running advertising, you're going to get done with you advertising coaching on Zoom. So we'll go on Zoom with you. You can share screen. We'll tell you which buttons to press to set up your advertising campaigns, get them optimized, and make sure you're getting those clicks for less than £1 each so you can start making some sales. Does that sound cool? Would those things help you to make 10K in your first month? Well, here's what you're getting. You're getting a done for you smash hit product. I'm going to personally research a product for you that has potential to make £100,000 in sales. A highly optimized listing, as I just said, right? I'm going to write the listing for you so your product flies off the shelves and beats the bestseller. Product concierge, if you do want to import from China, which I recommend you do at some point, I'm going to help you with my company that will import the product from China for you and ship it all the way into Amazon's warehouse, so you don't have to worry about the shipping, which trips up a lot of new Amazon sellers. You'll get instant access to the Platinum portal. It's lifetime access to easy to follow videos that break down every step of the process that we're going to help refer you to as you're being coached one-to-one on how to run the business. So if you want to learn how to create a listing, if you want to learn how to run an advertising campaign, if you want to learn how to research products, whatever it is, there's training on here, very simple, quick, over-the-shoulder videos you can watch that just tell you which buttons to press to get results and make cash. You're also going to get group coaching. Every 2 weeks, we jump on a call together with everybody in the session, everyone a little bit like this group, but this isn't going to go away. Obviously, the challenge finishes on Thursday. This group is ongoing. Bunch of hungry people, tons of six-figure Amazon sellers making over 100K. You can chat to them. You can connect with them. You can make friends. And you can network with people who have the same goals as you, which is awesome. You also get prizes for hitting milestones, just like this ACM challenge. I'm going to be giving you prizes to continue to hit milestones and over the period when you're on Platinum coaching, so you get motivated to hit goals. You're also going to get 6 one-to-one coaching calls. We'll jump on Zoom with your coach whenever you want, share screen, get direct help from a seller who's making $500,000 a year right now. So you're not just going to be by yourself. Whenever you want help, you can book in one of these calls. You also get to join the Slack community. It's a little bit like a Facebook group, but it's on Slack. A little bit more professional, less distractions, and there's everyone in the programs on there. You can connect with them, make lifelong friends, get accountability partners, and grow together. It's really, really powerful when you have a community like this. Also, as a fast action bonus, only available for people who join while we're live, Retail Arbitrage Academy. So this is a training you can use to buy products from online stores and retail stores and make profit with them. Tim used this training to make £5,000 in 2 weeks, right? So you'll have the training anytime you want to make some very, very, very quick cash selling products that are very popular already. You can just go in, use this bonus that you have of Retail Arbitrage Academy. Tons of people have used this training to get started and make quick cash selling on Amazon. You're also going to get Voxer coaching. So mobile access to your coach on Voxer. Anytime you have a question, you can leave a voice message or type something. You can share links on there, take videos, and you get instant access to your coach. You have your coach in your pocket 24/7 whenever you need help. So here's everything that's included in Platinum coaching. It's a total value of £25,200. Because imagine if you invested in this program, you got started and you built a business that did £100,000 a year, you would have made a huge profit on this investment in your first year. Today, I want to reward action takers who've joined the ACM challenge. Instead of charging you 25K, the price is £10,000 for Platinum coaching. Here's the thing. I want you to have cash for stock, and I want you to be insanely happy with your investment. So because you've been so engaged with the Amazon Cash Mine challenge so far, what you can do is you can pay £5,000 today for Platinum coaching, and you can pay the remaining £5,000 whenever you want, only if you feel the program truly changed your life. So it's optional to pay the remaining £5,000 if you feel the program truly changed your life. So pay 5K today. Let's say in a few months you make 100 grand and you think, wow, Ollie, you really changed my life. Then if you want to, you can pay the remaining 5K. Now, here's a very special guarantee for you, which I'm only offering today to people who join today by midnight who are inside this group. If you don't make £10,000 in your first 30 days and you followed all the steps I give you and you've taken action on all the steps I give you, I'll refund your £5,000 plus I'll give you an extra £1,000 as an apology for wasting your time. So if you join today on the 16th of November 2022 by midnight and you take action, do all the steps that I outline, and you don't make £10,000 in your first month, I'll refund your £5,000 if you want me to, and I'll give you an extra £1,000 as an apology. Only available for people who join today. So if you want to join and get all this stuff and get the guarantee, go to info.ecommercefreedom.com/ACM. info.ecommercefreedom.com/ACM. I'm going to chuck this in the chat for you so you can go and check it out. You should see that in the comments. I'm actually going to show you what happens if you go to the page. So this is the page you're going to see for today's challenge offer. You can go to this page. As you can see, it's a special price just for Amazon Cash Mine challenge members. Enter your details here. Go to step 2, and you should be able to place your order. For some reason the cart's not updated, so I'll update it in a second. But if you go here, enter your details, you should be able to place your order. Now, for some reason, I think the cart's not fully updated. So I said the fast action bonus would be available while we're live, but I don't think you'll be able to join while we're live because there's an error at the moment. So I'm going to extend the fast action bonus until midnight tonight, and that was the additional Retail Arbitrage Academy. You can have this until midnight tonight. If you join, you'll get that, and you'll also get the guarantee as well. If you don't make 10K in your first 30 days and you followed all the steps, I'll refund your 5K plus give you an extra £1,000. All right, guys. So if you have any questions about this, type in the chat, let me know. I hope you're excited to do a Cowboy launch. And before I forget, I want to talk about your homework. So your homework is to enter the competition. Submit your products to win the prizes to support@ecommercefreedom.com, or just reply to any email I've sent you by 2 p.m. tomorrow on the 17th of November. Quick reminder of the entries, the prizes you can win. £300 cash for the highest revenue smash hit product, £200 cash for the highest price smash hit product, £100 cash for the weirdest smash hit product. Okay, so you need to submit your entries by tomorrow. Remember, the more products you submit that meet the criteria that we talked about yesterday with a low competition, high demand, the more you enter, the higher chance you're going to win. And winners will be announced tomorrow on day 4 of the ACM challenge, and I'll be announcing them live on the session. So, any questions, guys, about today's content? Anything you want to ask? Amy says, will people be using our smash hit products if we submit them? No. So I'll be keeping them a secret, don't worry. I'll be keeping them a secret for you. Pradeep says, will you help in the sourcing product in the Platinum plan? Yes, I will. Absolutely. I'll be sourcing the product for you. You'll get a done for you smash hit product ready to go. So this link right now, for some reason, there's a glitch. I'm going to look into this after the session. You'll be able to go click on this link and you'll be able to join once I fix the cart. For some reason right now there's an issue. So I'll send the link out to you with an email after this session. So yes, your products will be submitted to the competition anonymously via email. So I will be the only one who sees them. You don't need to worry about that. Cheryl says, do you fill in the product first on Amazon and get the barcode so you can give it to the wholesalers in China? Yes. Yes, exactly. So You don't necessarily need to give the barcode to the wholesalers in China, but you do need to create the listing on Amazon. So yes, you will need to do that. Toyosi, will each person on the platinum get a product selected by you, or will it be the same product for everyone? No, it's everyone gets their own individual product. That's what you're paying for, me to personally research your individual product only for you. Nobody else gets to see what your product is. And I do recommend you keep your product a little quiet, because obviously if you tell someone else what it is, they might launch it as well. But yeah, you're going to get your own product launched just for you. Pradeep says, one-to-one coaching, is it with yourself or with partners or students? So you're going to get a coach assigned to you who has $500,000 a year, $500,000 a year in sales, and he will be coaching you, and he'll be your coach. But also you get me helping you in the group calls and also in the Slack group as well. Kitty says, would we know the barcode if it's sourced in China and we don't actually see it? Yes, you would know the barcode because you're the one who gets it from GS1. Ruth asks, where do we get the barcodes? You get them from GS1. Jack says, what do you think about this from AMZ Scout? We constantly gather the best niches for you, making 4K a month as well as fresh Amazon trends. Our AI algorithm selects 19 ready to go products, millions of Amazon products every week. Yeah, it can be good, Jack. Of course, lots of people are going to be seeing that same list of products though. So it's always better to do your own research, but you can certainly use it for inspiration. And if the niches are quite low competition, then it could be good. But yeah, sometimes it's better to search your own products, because otherwise loads of people are going to see that list and there might be some competition on there eventually. Vicky says, I'm already on the Platinum program. Great to have you on there, Vicky. That's awesome. Dilip says, would you be able to offer a payment plan for 5K by any chance because of the cost of living crisis? Hey, Dilip, so send me a message on Facebook and maybe we can chat. But if you want this guarantee, it's only available if you pay in full today and get everything. But yeah, send me a message on Facebook. In fact, if you're interested in Platinum coaching, do me a favor, while the cart's still not working, I just need to figure out a glitch. Just type Platinum in the chat so I can see that you might be interested, and maybe we can talk about it over Facebook message after the session. Ruth says, do you have to register as a brand? Good question, Ruth. You don't have to, but I do recommend it. It's getting more and more necessary to do that. Yeah, so it is good. Tosi says, how do you balance going where the money is versus getting into a saturated market? Good question. Well, that's where we look at the competition levels. The competition levels make sure the market's not too saturated. So there can be as much money as possible in a niche, as much demand as we like, as long as there aren't too many established sellers. That's the main thing to look out for. The more established sellers, the more competition, the more saturated the market. Does that make sense? All right, guys, well, any other questions, type in the chat, let me know. If you're interested in Platinum, type Platinum in the comments so I can shoot you a message, or just send me a private message and we can chat about it. And info.ecommercefreedom.com is the link for this offer for today, where you can get Platinum for just 5K to get started, get your smash hit product done for you. And there's a guarantee, if you don't make 10K in your first 30 days, you'll get a refund plus an extra £1,000 if you do all the steps. Any other questions, guys? Type in the chat, because I'm going to wrap up very soon, so I want to make sure I answer everybody. Carla says, what's 5K pounds in USD? I think it's about $6,000, Carla. Jonathan says, I have a trademark already. Can I other people put stuff on my own listing? No, only you will be able to do that because other people will need approval to list your brand. Cheryl says, if you have one person selling an item with over 5,000 reviews, is it viable to invest in that product? Good question, Cheryl. Yes, if there aren't more than 5 established sellers. Kitty says, is there any way I can catch up on the last 2 days? Yes, the recordings are in the Facebook group, Kitty. If you go to the top, the featured posts at the top of the group, maybe I can show you. You can actually grab them and you can watch them. I'm going to show you. Here, the top featured, day 2 is here, day 1 is here. So you can go watch those and catch up if you want to. Jonathan says, can I sell wholesale brands if I have a trademark? No, you need to get approval to sell other people's brands, products. You can do that by sourcing some products from a wholesaler, get an invoice and show the invoice to Amazon. They should give you approval to sell on those brands. Guy says, platinum, awesome. We can chat about it, Guy. Jonathan says, going to drop me a message. Feels rushed to type here, no worries. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm going to put this link in the chat. The cart should be working in the next 20 minutes. Right now, it's being a I need to fix a little glitch that's on there. But in a second, you'll be able to go to this page and you'll be able to grab platinum coaching for £5,000 with a pretty amazing guarantee. If you don't make 10K in your first 30 days and you follow the steps, you'll get a refund, plus you'll get an extra grand. It's only available today until midnight, 16th of November. Any other questions, type in the chat right now because I'm just about to wrap up. And I really can't wait to catch you tomorrow for the final day of the ACM challenge. Remember to do your homework. Remember to send in your entries for the prizes by tomorrow at 2 p.m. And I really can't wait to announce them tomorrow at 8 p.m. on the session. Amara says, you have to register your own trademark before you start using it. What do you mean by using it, Amara? Using what? Using your brand? Because yes, you will. If you want to get a brand registered, then yes, you will need to get a trademark to do that. And you can register a trademark. It's £170. You can do that with the UK trademark registry. If you just type in register a trademark on Google, you'll find it's £170. Pradeep says, can you put the email where we need to email the results? Yes, it's support@ecommercefreedom.com. Reply any email I've sent you, and it will go to that email, support@ecommercefreedom.com. That's where you send your entries. I'll also be nudging you for them tomorrow as well. Fantastic, guys. Alrighty, any other questions? If you want, you can just PM me on Facebook. Or DM me, is that what they say nowadays? I have no idea. Yeah, DM me on Facebook and we can chat. Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks so much for today. It's been really fun. Really great session. Can't wait to see some of you in Platinum. There's already some Platinum clients on the session anyway. I can't wait to see more of you joining Platinum. If you want some information about Platinum, then send me a message on Facebook. We can chat about it. Can't wait to see you dive in to the program. And have an amazing evening. Can't wait to see you tomorrow for day 4 of the ACM challenge. Have an amazing evening. We'll catch up very soon.